I'm here right now, Elinor.
You know me, I'm Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 1 hour.
Right.
Okay?
I appreciate it.
10:25.
Got it.
You are a bastard if I ever met one. Somehow I'm going to get rid of you. Illegal or legal? How's that?
Elinor,
In front of
meet a newfound friend of mine.
I'm a friend of Kenneth.
You're a friend of mine if you're a friend of Kenneth.
Okay, my name is Lee.
It's what?
Lee. L-E-E.
Oh, Lee?
Yeah, easy
like
to
Robert E.
remember.
Lee.
Got it.
Yeah, that sounds great. You wearing a hat? That's good too.
Why not, huh?
Yeah, I like people
Old
with hats.
school.
Of course.
I'm sorry, since you like people hats, I'm sorry I didn't wear one.
You don't have to. I like you just the way you are. You're perfect. You're absolutely
How you
perfect.
doing, Robert? Do you see what I mean?
I'm not Robert, I'm Richard.
Oh, Richard. Oh, you're Richard.
I'm Richard.
Oh, okay.
Richard's my guy.
Right, I know. When I saw your email, I thought it was Richard. Robert that was coming.
No, Robert.
I was getting your men mixed up, and I apologize.
It's good to hear you laugh.
Oh, no, it's good to see you. It's so good to see you.
I kiss you, but we shock everybody.
Yeah, well. see, and what I was hopeful for, that she was the same Elinor from 2 years ago, and I am convinced. Remember I was telling you that? I said she's just as spicy, just as funny. Oh, you missed all the action. I got 1 hour till 11:25. He's gonna call the police on Linda. She said, please do.
Police are here and they're friends.
No, that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. You get to know her.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
stay right
yeah,
here.
be our guest. Oh, but you missed what she said. She told him, I want to get rid of that bastard.
Of course.
She called him all kinds of bastards.
And I said illegal or legal, it doesn't make any difference.
Right.
We can cover it up. We have friends in the police department and they'll do anything, the Oakland Police Department will do anything. Anything can happen on the patio. And they said that they would take, if we had a dead body, on the patio. They said, when I
Story.
first
It's
met
too like
them-
story.
No, I'm serious. I'm not.
I heard
This
that.
is not funny.
No, it's not.
No, this isn't funny. They said they would drag the body in, clean up the outside, and say it happened in my home. When I first met the police department here, and they're very cooperative and protective. Yeah. Okay, you say something now. Astounding.
I'm happy to see you.
I see you got your pedicure and manicure.
Oh, of course, and they match. The
Oh, yeah.
colors match.
Absolutely
Please
they
notice,
match.
please
Whoa,
notice.
yes. You know I notice everything like you.
And I just had my hair done. You're supposed to say, "Oh, your hair."
Your
looks
hair
nice."
is beautiful. I was getting to that next.
Okay, good. Okay,
I was getting to that next.
I knew that. It sounds
Yeah.
wonderful. Your voice sounds good.
Who's doing your hair now?
But there's someone that comes here. There were two ladies, and one of the ladies quit because she said the women here were too mean. She wasn't going to work with them. So now there's only one lady that does the hair.
And she can only be mean to herself, right?
Not gonna be me and you.
Yeah, but that's what this lady said. And of course, I'm with them, so I don't, I'm used to them, and I figured, and I was surprised when she said it. And she left. So I've got one lady now in the beauty salon that does my hair.
Wonderful.
Yeah, every Monday I have it done. Okay, now you say something astounding.
Yeah, say something astounding. Oh, I told him about do you remember when I was thinking about that invention for the signal light?
Yes. I hope you did something.
Well, he gave me some great ideas.
Okay.
And now I've got to go to Sacramento
Yeah,
and try to get the funding for it.
yeah.
Because you remember that when you come up to a stoplight, we turn off the
Right,
engine.
right.
Oh, I told Lee when we were coming from San Francisco,
Yeah,
crossing the bridge,
yeah.
it didn't offend him when you said, if you think I want an old, don't be a good
I know
You
what
said-
you're gonna say.
Or you say it then.
Oh, my
What did you
goodness.
say? You were holding Barker. What did you tell me?
I'm not going to repeat it because it's embarrassing. These people wouldn't understand.
They will understand. I've already told him. So you can
Good,
say
and he laughed. He laughed,
He laughed.
about it. Good. That's
Go
an
ahead.
inside joke. Okay, let's leave it. Just leave it there. Carry on. This is more fun.
Okay.
I'm so glad to see you. You
That's
have
right.
no idea.
I do have an idea,
Oh,
and we're going to get you out of here.
I know you are.
I'm getting you out of here.
I know that.
They've been fighting me for 2 years
I
not
know
to talk
that.
to you.
And you've got to get a judge. We got a new judge, a new woman judge.
Right.
And just get a damn good attorney. That's all you need.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Get an
made it
attorney.
clear to him you don't want him. You called him.
A bastard.
You call him a
That's what he
bastard.
is.
That's what he is.
I mean, I tell the truth, you know. Other people are afraid to say it. I'm not.
Okay, you're just
It's
afraid to
serious.
say what you said to me on the ridge.
Ooh.
Probably something private.
Very private. Oh, you have no idea how private.
That's right. Okay. Well, I didn't say it.
Oh my goodness.
You see what she did? She said, "Oh my God." Now,
all right.
here's the game plan.
Yeah, okay.
You said you wanted to get another lawyer.
Yeah, the real good, to get to him, the best lawyers you can get because I've got money. He sold all my property. I am loaded. You couldn't even spend the money I've got. I couldn't even spend it.
I know.
I am loaded.
I
You
understand.
have no idea. Think of the fun you could have. Think of that.
Yeah.
That's your incentive.
No, my incentive is your company. You know how much we enjoyed each other's company
Of course.
every night.
Of course. And we talk on the phone early in the morning or at night when we thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are soulmates, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do everything. We were talking about being on that game show. Remember?
Yeah.
If we were on that game show, the Newlyweds,
We'd win.
we'd win. We'd win
Win
hands
the whole
down.
jackpot.
I mean, from every little question they could ask, we
Yeah.
know each other that well.
Yeah, well, yeah. And my son liked your son,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband liked you, my son liked you. We're friends.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And so I just met Lee about a month ago, but he's a tremendous guy.
Yeah.
He's a tremendous guy. But they're trying to act like you can't walk,
Oh,
you
of course
can't
I can.
talk.
I don't even need that.
I know. Annette told me you said that.
Yeah, I don't. I in my room I run around. I don't need that thing. What they did when they took me, my civil rights, when they took me from court to the first locked up facility for 2 weeks, then they took me to San Pablo for 8 months. Then they transferred me here, and they told me. They told me 2 women, Ann and a friend of hers, came to where I was staying at San Pablo.
Mm-hmm.
They said that I would have a private room with a door out to the garden. I come here, they put me in a room with somebody else. There's 2 to the room. I'm not alone in that room. And if I want to go to the garden, I've got to open the door, go way out, and see that the door's unlocked to go out to the garden. They lied. So that's misrepresentation. Yeah, that is, honestly.
Of course it is.
And
Now let's talk about Scott Jordan. Was he supposed? I know. Now,
Okay, go
remember what were you telling Scott when he was trying to get you to sign those conservatorship papers? What were your exact words? Every time I read,
wasn't going to sign them.
right.
No way would I
And
sign
when I
those.
read it to you, you said,
No way do I sign that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he went to court, and I've got in my room in the drawers, I've got court papers, that I didn't go to court, but he did,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got letters from attorneys that won't even touch the case. They've read the brief on the case. They don't want anything to do with it.
well, I have a lawyer that
will?
That will, right. And so,
Oh, thank goodness.
yeah, so we can start with her.
Yeah.
And-
And I've got all this money that you couldn't even spend the money I've got. You have no. He sold all the property, and then somebody went to my home, rang the doorbell, and looked in the window. Everything's gone. I don't have a thing in that house.
Right.
But that's no big deal. You can move into the house, buy anything you want.
Right.
Yeah, money's no object. What do you
Okay,
think
now
of
back
that?
to Scott Jordan. This is critical because
Yeah, I know that.
when you when Scott was at your house,
Yeah,
and he and I, do you remember when he and I got into a big argument?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
And do you remember when he jumped up out the chair?
yep.
What? Okay. Do you remember what he said? Well, he said a lot of things regarding your age and my age,
Yeah,
and your
right,
race and mine.
of course.
Do you remember exactly what he said?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He tried to get rid of you.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
But the papers,
Yeah.
did he or was he supposed to turn in any papers for permanent conservatorship?
He had to
But he
get
had to. But
conservatorship.
was he supposed to? Did he not? Did he promise you he wasn't going to turn them in?
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to send them in.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
What the hell?
Now, another
Okay.
question. Did you tell him, I don't want anyone telling me what's your favorite line?
What to do?
Why you didn't want, what to do?
Yeah, to mind
Yeah.
your own business.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times do you think you told Scott Jordan that? Can't count them?
Yeah, over a dozen times, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we were arguing about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were arguing about that.
Yeah, we did.
And
yeah.
then, did they ever give you the jewelry back that I returned to you?
Their jewelry. Now that's another interesting thing. We put the jewelry that I had on in a safe deposit box, okay, in San Leandro. So remember that, because if I should die or something. Oh, did you know that they annulled our marriage? I mean, if it's annulled.
Yeah, I know that. Is that what you wanted to do?
Of course not. And if I died, if it's annulled, you couldn't go to the safe deposit box and pick up that jewelry or anything else.
Right.
Yeah, which is not fair.
So,
And I didn't want annulment. I mean, he can sign my name. He went to court. I didn't go to court.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to tell the judge I don't want him. He's not on my side. He wouldn't get me a dentist when I had a toothache. And the woman that drove me to San Francisco to see the doctors, she had a girlfriend that was a dental assistant. She went home after 4 days with me with a toothache, and I wasn't sleeping at night, and you get pretty ratty after 4 days. On the 5th day, she said to me, I'm going to go home and phone my girlfriend who is a dental assistant, and she's going to ask that dentist if he'll see you. And sure enough, then I went to that dentist, and she took me, and I got rid of my toothache, and we went several times, and so the bill added up and added up and added up, and we got time for us to leave the dentist. You have to say you're going to pay that bill. You don't walk out of there without paying a bill. Okay, she phoned him, and guess what he said? I'll think about it. So she put the phone down, and we sat and waited 10 minutes before the phone rang again, and then he decided, yes, he'd pay it. Now, how do you like that? I mean, I'm sitting there, I want to go back to, to where I was and lay down. They've worked on my tooth. I don't want to sit there for 10 minutes while he decides what the hell he's going to do. There's money, my God, there's all kinds of money. I mean, and people do need to have their teeth taken care of. And he didn't call a dentist. So therefore, I want to tell the judge that. He's not on my side. I want somebody that, if I have a pain, that are going to do something about it.
right.
Okay, your turn.
Did they ever tell you your rights as a conservatee?
No.
They never have?
No, they never have.
They never have?
No, they have not.
Okay, and so no one's explained your rights, like you have a right to marry?
I do?
Yes.
All right, but go on.
So, you want to get remarried? Okay.
We'll take care of that later, okay?
Okay.
We've got witnesses.
We've got witnesses now.
We're all right.
We all right. We got witnesses.
Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Do you remember when Sheila called you?
What?
Do you remember when you talked on the phone to Sheila about,
Of course.
do you remember how long ago that was about?
I was 2 weeks at one facility, 8 months at the other, and I don't know.
No, when she called you here about a month ago.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
You were telling her about her rights as a conservatee?
Yes.
I think
those rights are very important.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have that? I think I have it in the car. You
Rights
have a
of
right.
the-
You have a right to decide. Remember, you wanted me to have your advance directive. You have a right to get a new attorney. You have a right to petition to get rid of that bastard.
Yeah,
that
good.
You know,
Yeah.
Mr. Phipps to me,
Yeah, of course.
bastard to you.
Right.
I have to be respectful.
yeah, you
Okay,
do.
they'll
yeah.
use it against
Oh,
me.
definitely, I know it, go
He's
on.
Mr. Phipps to me.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he'll always be Mr. Phipps to me.
of course. All right,
And you have a right. You have all the right to visitors. You have a right for mail. You have a right for phone calls, and they've been denying your rights.
that's nothing, they wouldn't even tell me the number that phone that they gave me.
Uh-huh.
They should have, the woman that came here for 2 days and to see what the hell's going on, said that I should have been given a white sheet of paper, I don't see very well, with great big letters, the number of that phone, so I could tell somebody, you can phone me. Nobody can phone me if they don't know the number.
Right. Is the number down here or the number upstairs? How many is the phone upstairs?
Yeah, I have a private phone in my room, yeah.
Okay.
And there's a phone number here.
Do you
and
know
when
your
I-
private number?
No, they didn't tell it to me, no. That's what I'm bitching about. The woman that sat there for 2 days to see what the hell they were doing
Okay.
said they should have given me a big white sheet
There's
of
a no-
paper
there's
with
a-
the number on it.
Here's another one right here. That one.
No, her rights here at the facility.
Notice of rights.
I don't have my glasses. Oh, I got them.
Okay.
You can hold that.
Yeah, but she does and she can
Okay.
talk.
Accorded dignity in all relationships.
These are your rights.
Be in a safe, helpful, and comfortable environment.
Okay.
Be free from corporal or unusual punishment, humiliation, intimidation, mental abuse, or other punitive action. Wear your own clothes, use own personal items, and keep and handle own money. The facility cannot require the purchase of medications, or medical equipment from a particular source. The resident has the right to execute advance directives. The resident has the right to receive or reject medical care or other services.
Yeah, and I didn't want that's true about the doctor. I wanted Dr. Jeller, and you know what he did? The woman that took me to San Francisco to see the doctors, I had a doctor's appointment when I was not at this facility. I was at the San Pablo facility. We drove to San Francisco. I had an appointment with the doctor, Dr. Jeller, and we walk in, and I'll be damned if he isn't sitting there and greeting us, grinning and everything, and both of us said, "What the hell are you doing here?" And guess what? He went into the examination room with the two of us, and I didn't get Dr. Jeller to see Dr. Jeller, and I didn't get to show her that I needed a surgeon to look at something. I probably need some surgery on a growth under my hair. But anyway, here he is going in with us and talking to Dr. Jeller and getting my medical history, which I told him, I want to keep Dr. Jeller. Okay, so he gets my medical history, brings it back here, and there's a woman doctor here that's been here for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave me medication, and look at my forehead, it's all broken out,
Right.
and it keeps breaking out, and now it's in my hair.
Okay, one of your rights as a conservatee is to deny any medicine. You will.
I get my own doctor back.
That's your right.
Well, why didn't they do something?
They don't want you to have your rights.
They don't want me to do anything.
They don't want you to do nothing but
Yeah,
sit
they
here
come in
and be
and
quiet.
order me around.
And order you around.
Yeah, and gets over $6,000 a month
Like-
for taking care of me.
I want to finish reading.
Okay, finish reading.
Okay, family or legal representatives must be regularly involved in care and service activities and ongoing evaluation. Autonomy. Residents have the right to form a resident council. Family members have the right to form a family council. Residents can attend religious services and activities of choice. Residents can leave and depart facilities freely and not be locked into a room. Residents have the right to receive assistance in exercising right to vote. Residents have the right to move from the facility. Residents have the right to visit privately without prior notice with persons of their own choosing, including ombudsman and other advocacy representatives. Residents have the right to reasonable access to telephones. Residents have the right to receive mail and correspondence promptly and unopened. The facility must promptly respond to communication by residents, family members, and legal representatives. Here's one more. I just want to read real quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, subject
Governor
to-
Brown, what she's going to read right now, which is very helpful. Governor Brown just passed a new law. He signed it in September last year.
Yeah.
It was passed because of my mom.
Good.
The law that you're gonna read was passed because of my mom.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
January 1st, 2014, AB 937 amended section 2351 of chapter 1 of division 4 of the probate code. Assembly Bill 937 amends the probate code relative to the powers and duties of a conservator. Effective January 1, 2014, the probate code shall be amended to state that a conservator's authority shall not infringe on a conservative's personal rights, including but not limited to the right to receive visitors, telephone calls, and personal mail unless specifically limited by a court order. This law only applies to full conservatorship and not to limited conservatorship.
How
Okay.
about that? That was passed because of my mom.
They didn't let her see her mother for how long?
For 15 months, my mom wasn't allowed to
That's
see her. The
terrible.
governor signed that bill 2 days after.
Thank
my
God
mom
for
died.
Governor Brown.
He
Yeah.
signed it because of my mom.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read.
Okay, go
something
on.
else.
All right.
Okay. Subject to subdivision, the guardian or conservator, but not a limited conservator, has the care, custody, and control of, and has charge of, well, that's not.
Want me to read it?
in effect anymore.
Should I read it?
Yeah, do you have a notice of conservatives' rights? That one's really important.
That's very important.
Okay.
Yeah, if we have that notice of conservatee rights.
Yeah, that would be important.
Okay, notice of conservative's right is required to be signed by every conservator served on the conservatee and first and second degree relative and filed with the court of jurisdiction. However, some conservators continue to abuse their conservatees by isolating them from friends, family.
That's what
and
happened to me.
applicants. Santa Clara County Public Guardian Don Moody denied Gisela Reardon her right to visitation and phone calls for over 2 years. Modesto professional fiduciary Lori Jameson denied.
You don't need that part. Yeah, skip over
That's
that part.
legal, yeah.
Well, it's in here.
Yeah.
Let me get to, let
Okay,
me,
Assembly, okay, it's again, Assembly Bill 937, clarifying conservatives' personal rights. which
Yeah.
was introduced in response to the deprivation of
yeah.
rights that
Okay.
Lightborn allowed to continue unchecked. The description section of the Senate Judiciary Committee Legislature and Analysis stated, this bill would clarify that a conservative retains personal rights, including but not limited to the right to receive visitors, telephone calls, and personal mail unless specifically limited by court order.
because there was noise in the background.
Yeah.
But bottom line is, so
Yeah.
now what they're trying to do is, you need to keep a copy of this too. That's yours. That's your copy.
Okay, and I'll put it
And
in
if
my
you want,
drawer
if you have,
downstairs, down in my room, okay.
Right, and you may want them to read it to you again, some of the staff here, or somebody else. But
Yeah,
do you know about the court hearing on September the 12th?
no.
Do you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to have a judge, the probate judge, the new judge you mentioned.
Yeah,
They want her to sign an order to take away all your rights as a conservatee, to keep me, Annette, Linda,
Yeah.
anybody from seeing you. That's
Yeah.
what they're trying to
And
do. So
that's
you
not
need to
fair.
be in court.
they're gonna try that in court?
Yes, they're going to try that in court.
I wanna go to court.
That's right.
I told him that, and he kinda ignored me. I said, I wanna go to court.
Right, and then I'm going to file papers to get the annulment reversed.
Yeah, we wanna reverse the
And I'm
annulment.
gonna have you
of course.
subpoenaed to court so you can tell the judge. Now, did they or did they not, according to Annette, Scott Phipps or
He didn't
whoever,
tell- He didn't tell me.
I know, but according to her, is it true that or is it not true that Phipps told you I wanted a divorce? Did somebody tell you I wanted a divorce?
Of course not. Nobody told me that.
Okay, they didn't tell you that I wanted one.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Of course you
Well,
don't
you-
want a divorce. Neither do I.
I know, but did somebody lie to you and say I wanted one? Is that possible?
No, they did not.
Okay.
They didn't lie, but they sure as hell, messed up everything, because they should have. Oh, they made errors that the judge. If you talk to the judge and tell the judge what happened, they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was isolated, and that's not fair to me.
No, that's not fair to you.
No.
You've been isolated now for over 2 years.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And I don't want to sit there and rot there just looking at four walls. I want to go home and live there. You live in San Francisco. We had a perfect, we had a perfect ideal situation, whatever you want to call it. Marriage, okay? I'm wearing 2 wedding rings. There's yours and there's my husband's before that died. See, I've got 2 of them.
You need to go hand this to Linda.
Oh, I'm glad you people came.
This one here for the police. You need to go hand her that. And say that you want her here. Okay.
And I've been trying to talk to my
Give
friend.
that to her. And this here.
Yeah,
So, please, right here.
okay. And I've been trying to talk to Officer Lee. That's my friend, and he would listen to me. And then he's with the Oakland Police Department.
Okay.
But anyway, what you're doing is the correct thing, because we need attorneys to go to the new judge and, get this settled, because it's ridiculous. I'm not going to sit there and rot and die in that damn room. My roommate just died, Betty. Betty just died.
From what?
She just died.
Oh,
She was my roommate and she died.
I see.
It's at GC 341.
That's what I was asking you.
So I didn't have a private room.
It's a notice of conservatee rights.
I just read it.
No. It's a special form. It's a judicial council form 341. That's what I was asking about yesterday. Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, give it to me.
Here it is.
Give it to me.
Good.
And here's one for you, Elinor.
Okay, put it right there. Give it to me and I'll put it there. Thank you. I'll put it with my papers when I get upstairs to my room, where I've been isolated for 2 years. Oh, I'm so glad that you finally got to talk to me.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, they're, okay, so.
And I know you're all right. I don't worry about you.
Just don't embarrass you.
I gotta be careful. We've got witnesses. I just thought of something.
Everything I said she is. Everything and a bag of chips. Am I right or wrong?
Right on. Right on.
Elinor, did you grow up in Oakland?
Did I what?
Grow up in Oakland?
No.
Would you?
No.
Where are you from?
From the Sacramento Valley.
Oh, okay.
40 miles north of Sacramento. We're on the farm. I grew up there.
Like Susanville or something.
No, Susan Mills up kind of in the foothills.
Yes.
But
You were in the
Marysville, Yuba City is on the valley, and you can drive to Susan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a farming community.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's been there since 1849.
Since the earth cooled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you grew up there in the valley.
Yeah, I grew up there, and then I worked for the Navy, the Army, and the Air Corps during the war.
Yes.
And
Not as a river.
Yeah, and I also worked for the Division of Highways, California Division of Highways headquarters in
Okay.
Marysville. I worked for them. I've got an interesting life until lately when I was in that room,
Yes,
4 walls,
isolated.
2 years. Yeah.
Since you were abducted against your will.
Yes. Yes, that's kidnapping. Do you realize that's against the law? And they got by with it?
That's kidnapping. I know,
It
you're
is.
right. I know it is. You had too much money, Elinor, and they didn't like who you were wanting to will it to.
I know
Simple as that.
Yeah, they figured you were after my money. You didn't really like me.
And who chased who? Did I knock? How did you?
No,
how
I
did we
chased
met?
you. I chased you, for God's sake. And I got you, by God. This is serious. This is a serious love affair.
I heard you.
Serious. So now,
And
so
if I
how,
were a man and had a younger woman, they wouldn't say a
Oh,
word.
they wouldn't.
right?
No, no.
So that's gender
That-
discrimination.
That freaks them out.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah, it's about
That's
the money.
true.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a whole bunch of old dudes that have married these younger women.
Well, they always do, or they get two of them. If one can't do it, they'll get two. If that doesn't work, get three. No one heard that, just
I know.
That's an inside joke.
And you're not one to gossip.
No, I never got
The word is mom.
Mom is the word.
Mom is the word. That's what you always say.
Of course.
Mom is the word. Mom is the
Yeah,
word.
it's nice to hear you laugh. Oh,
Now,
I'm so glad to see you. Okay, now what?
remember when you got real sick, you called me.
Yeah, you took me to the hospital.
Right.
You took
Do you
care
remember?
of me.
Yes. Okay.
You took care of me. They haven't taken care of me, but you did.
Right.
Yeah.
Have I done anything ever to
You
that
took care of me.
How good?
Better than anybody I've ever had take care of me. And I'm happier with you than I've ever been with any man. Really and truly, I'm telling the truth. Yeah, that's the way I feel about you. Whew. We won't go into that.
Not going there.
All of a sudden the temperature goes
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Start with sweat.
Right.
Oh, boy.
And your best friend, how is he? Your best friend,
Huh? What'd you say about my best friend?
how is he getting along?
Which one?
The one that was with you all the time.
Oh, Richard?
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah, Richard is doing fine.
That's good.
Ramon tried to come down and see you and they wouldn't let him.
Oh, that's awful.
You remember Ramon?
Of course I remember.
And he brought his mother down here.
Oh, how nice. Because she'd be an old lady like me.
Yeah,
of
so,
course.
but you're not old.
Well, I don't
Just
think.
people think you are.
Oh, they think I'm Methuselah. 110 years old.
Well, that's the way they treating you.
I know it.
Yeah, they try to make you, when they went to the nullity court,
Yeah.
bastard,
They tried to say that I couldn't talk. I didn't
couldn't
have
walk,
brains.
no
couldn't
brains,
walk,
couldn't walk, all
didn't
that.
know what I was doing, couldn't make decisions, and that that I was just an imbecile.
You can be grateful that you're not. My third wife is in a facility in Napa. In fact, I'm going to go see her in an hour.
Yeah.
She has Alzheimer's, like
That's
late stage.
serious.
Nasty.
So she doesn't recognize you.
She does.
Oh, does she?
Maybe not my name, but she still knows me. She's almost that far gone.
Oh, that's
the day's coming when she
Yeah,
won't.
when she-
But
yeah.
she'll say in French, since she's French, she'll say, like, viens avec moi, je pars.
Yeah.
Like, come with me. Like,
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
Right. Yeah.
But, we can't, her kids and myself, she's too much. We can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, you
It
can't.
reached a point there where I was taking care of
No.
her.
Yeah.
Who is it that suggested getting a will? Was it me or was it Tom?
Getting what?
Remember, somebody told you to get a will.
A will. Yeah.
Yeah, was that Tom? You had told me that Tom had told you to get a will.
Yes.
It was Tom.
Tom. And
Tom Van Alstyne.
Yes, and guess what? He has the beginnings of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, so I figured out because I brought him to court. How'd you find out he has the beginnings of
Somebody
Alzheimer's?
told me.
Okay.
But still early, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
in
he's
the early
okay.
stages.
Because he
He's
came
okay.
to court, but the question he couldn't remember when I asked him, because you had told me at the house,
Yeah.
contact Tom. You had me call Tom how many times?
Several times.
Several
yes,
times.
Of course.
And did you ask, you wanted Tom to represent you, correct?
Yes, of course.
As to be your lawyer.
Yeah, of course, I know it would be perfect. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he'd do what I wanted, and we'd be together, and I wouldn't be locked up in this booby trap here, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right, it's a booby trap.
But here's the thing, Elinor, the people who need to be here, that's okay. The people who need to be
I
here.
know.
Yeah.
I visit with them when I see the people that are here. I visit with, and they need to be here.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Not you.
I don't know.
'cause
No,
you-
no, I don't. Need
Did you remember telling Annette you have nobody here to have an intelligent conversation with?
That's true. It's true. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, you did say that to
Yeah,
her.
I told Annette. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's horrible.
So when did Annette come by here? Do you remember the date or what month?
Just recently, a couple of weeks ago. A
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago, she was here.
And did she come on Valentine's Day and bring you some
brought me
flowers?
Yeah.
That was
and a
Valentine. That was
card from
February.
you, and it was wonderful. Yeah, 12th
It
of
wasn't.
February.
It wasn't a card for me, but
No,
it was a.
but
it was a card.
but the flowers.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because you're so romantic. That's what I like about you.
My name's Lee Shimon. I'm a friend of Kenneth.
Kenneth.
No H.
Yes.
Kenn.
ETT.
Right. I had an arranged visit from the conservatory to visit for an hour. I have till 11:25.
And that's Lee? Is it? Yeah, but you represent.
No,
the
he's a police
Oakland
officer. Right.
You represent Oakland Police Department because you've got a badge on.
That's right, ma'am.
Oh, they said you were blind and you can't see, but
I
you
can
see.
see?
I know you can.
See good.
Damn right.
Lee, what's your last name?
My last name is Shimon. SHIMMIN.
That's H.I. Shimon.
Shimon, you got it.
Yeah, I called
And Kenneth.
Kenneth. Right.
And your last name is
Taylor.
C-A-Y.
LOR. Yeah, I called and spoke to Donald Covington here recently, 'cause and I grew up together. He knows me really well, so I discussed it with him.
You are a friend of you.
That's correct.
Yes.
And you are.
We were married. There was an annulment that she,
And I didn't want an annulment. I wanted to
so
stay
we're going
married
back to
again.
court. So that's still being litigated. That's still being litigated. So,
Yeah.
because that's why they kept her isolated for the last over 2 years. This is
Yeah,
our
over
first time
2
seeing each
They
other.
being.
Mr. Phipps, on purpose, he told, in fact, you want the police to make a note of this.
Yeah, make a note.
Okay. Did Mr. Phipps ever tell you, I wanted to see you?
No.
Did you ever tell Mr. Phipps that you did not want to see me?
No, of course not. I want to see you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
And
we're married
this-
and they annulled it and I didn't want it annulled.
And that's what's been going on for 2 years. And
Yeah.
over $3 million between him and the other conservator, they've already deleted out of her bank. Drilled into just all kinds of crazy things. So,
Mr. Shimon. What's your birthday? All right. We'll go talk to the conservator. And then we'll.
but we'll get your names too, right? In case you get subpoenaed to court, because you personally heard her what she said. You're a witness to that.
Everybody in this room is.
yeah, it is. It does kind of echo around here.
Right, we all heard it.
Hey, one quick question before you say.
Yeah.
Sergeant White, what's his first name? Light-skinned black guy with the thick salt and pepper gray hair. Leonard White. Is he still on the force?
No, he's been gone for
retired.
many years.
And Hojo, he's gone. Howard
Yes.
Johnson, he's gone. Okay. There's some of the guys I used to.
I got a
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Vieira looks like a Portuguese name.
It is Portuguese, right? You got it right. Most people think it's like Spanish.
Spanish,
Yeah.
right?
Not quite.
The similarities, they're cousins, but like.
Admiral could be either one.
They're Portuguese. Huh?
When you go back,
bad.
you've got 2 Lees in your department, and it's the Lee that lived on Brookside Avenue. I'm the Elinor, and that Lee is the one that I'm friends with.
Okay.
And he's friends with. We're all friends.
Awesome. I don't know if he's still with
And
us.
we're good friends, too.
Oh, good.
But anyway, tell him that I said hello.
Well, if I knew what Lee it was, I would.
Yeah. It's the Lee that lived on Brookside Avenue.
That's going to be
I
difficult.
understand that, but I don't know.
He doesn't live there
You
anymore.
have,
Oh yeah, the one that lived next door to you.
yeah, of course.
Right.
Lee, yeah. We were real close, yeah.
Do you know who that is? First name?
I can't think of the first
Can't think of
name.
it right now. She told me
It's
about
hard to
it.
say because they probably went from the past. You know, I don't remember every Lee we've had. We've had a lot of Lees, as you can imagine.
Yeah. This. I don't know if you. Oh, they gave you a copy of the
Well,
conservative rights
yeah.
and all that. Oh, good. Because this. Now, I had asked her, did they ever tell her her rights as a conservatee? Did they?
No,
Right.
no, I was never told.
Right. Never told.
No,
And I was never told. Had I been told, we wouldn't be here now. She wouldn't be here. They are pretending she has dementia.
I
She
don't
just-
have dementia. No doctor has ever examined me. I'm very smart. I'm
Oh, yeah, it
I
seems
am.
like it. It sounds like it.
Yeah, I am, and I don't need that thing. In my room, I don't use that walker.
Well, that's good. It makes you keep strong.
Yeah,
Right.
I can walk, I'm fine. When we go to San Francisco, I leave that, whoever takes me, we leave that. We don't use that to see the doctors when I go to my doctor's appointment.
But
We
they
don't
they
use
told
that.
the courts that she can't walk. This gentleman in here, okay, I have, we're under the penalty of perjury, things he signed and said, and even included selling her property without her okay.
Oh, yeah, they did that, yeah.
Which property, the ranch?
All the ranches that are in Sacramento Valley, they sold. And
And
I
the
didn't
money's
want them.
gone.
Yeah. What?
Sometime.
They couldn't,
Well,
Oh.
that's why we gotta get to court and find out where all the money
well,
is.
yes, of course we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because they could line
I'm
their
gonna go back,
pockets.
talk to him, and try to get this all going. You can visit, 'cause you have only a certain amount of time.
right, I've
You're
got
right.
Well,
Thank
let's
you.
go to
20
court.
minutes,
Wait,
19
come
minutes.
back. Oh,
Yeah, so,
oh, we're in a worse mess than I thought. See, they could line their pockets, the two of them.
right,
And you-
and that's what they've been
that's what
doing.
they- of course.
Adriana lined her pockets.
Yes, and took the
Scott,
jewelry.
both Scotts.
Yeah, and also the jewelry that's in the safe deposit box in San Anselmo. Okay, that I wore, and that's a hell of a lot of money in that. And when they got rid of my furniture, on the second drawer of my dresser, there was a lot of jewelry, handmade jewelry, silver with uncut stones in them that were made by hand that's worth a fortune.
And those are gone now.
Well, they said that they sold everything, and also they're among the pictures that were on the wall. Two of them were very, very valuable. They were gifts to me because I couldn't afford $110,000 or $150,000 for a painting. But the man collected art and gave me at the University of California. He gave each person when he retired. He gave each person one painting. And I did extra work. I was his secretary and did extra work for him. So he said he gave me two. So I asked him, he's an art collector all his life. And so I told him to pick out two for me. So the one that he picked out was the picture over the television, if you can remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the other one was on my bedside table, sitting right next to my bed. So when I woke up in the morning, that's the first thing I saw.
Right.
Okay, well, those two things are very valuable. Oh, when I think of what was in that house was full of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Several $100,000.
Yeah, it was
At least
silver,
400 or 500, about
silver,
$500,000.
crystal, the best dishes that you could buy at Gump's, the most expensive crystal. When my husband's mother died, I got her crystal and things, vases and things. That house was loaded with things that they'd love to steal. Oh, but and I asked my conservator, who was a man, and he said, "Oh no, she did it. She sold everything out of your house. That's why it's empty." Well, I'm just telling you what happened.
No dementia here.
No, I don't have dementia. Of course not. A doctor has to certify that you have dementia. I don't have dementia. I have long-term memory and short-term memory. And if you have dementia, you don't have
The short term
memory.
goes first,
Short term goes first, right.
and then the long term goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can have a mild thing of dementia that's mild.
Yeah,
So,
but you've got to have a doctor's certification. And you and I went to several doctors before we ever got married to see we were compatible. What about all that? Now those doctors would have caught if something's wrong with me marrying you who were younger, and that's why we went to be sure we were compatible, so you wouldn't have another divorce, because you've had one divorce.
right.
Yeah, and I had a marriage, and we didn't want you to have another divorce, so we went to doctors to prove we were compatible, even
Right.
though we're interracial. It doesn't make any difference. We don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Dr. Hoffman, Nancy Hoffman, and then we went to see Dr. McFarland,
Yeah.
the black guy.
All right, then we need their reports.
Right. He wants to finish a report with you, so
Yeah.
I will talk to him.
Yeah, and then I can go see him. They can take me there. Okay.
Right. His name is McFarland.
McFarland, yeah. Oh,
And tell him you want him to finish your evaluation.
Yeah.
I need a pen to write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Okay.
Oh, you're giving me that.
What's a paper?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm gonna take that.
Here we go.
Okay, all right.
Should I write it on the back of it? No, she won't lose this.
No.
Okay. So you want to go finish your evaluation with him?
Yes, of
Can
course.
you trust him? Is that what it is?
Yes, and
Oh.
and you should be there too.
Yes. Okay. Well, then you have to tell who's in the room back there.
Scott,
You have to tell him that you want me there.
yeah, you have to be there. And he has to see that you're there. And he has to tell you to be there. And he has to talk to that judge, the second woman judge, and settle this thing because it's ridiculous.
Well, I'm gonna take you back in front of Judge Clay if I can. Remember when you were on the witness stand?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Now, do you remember when you and I went to get those two? Remember we went to an office in Oakland,
Yes.
and it was two lawyers that were going to manage all your affairs. Do you remember
Yes,
him?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. And that's, I'm gonna write his name down.
All right.
His name is Leon. You may not remember his name. Leon Einer. That was the black guy, and then there was a white guy too,
Yeah,
right?
and the black guy was special friends of ours because you're black.
Okay.
Well, listen, being black has advantages.
And it has its disadvantages.
Yeah.
That's why we're
yeah.
here now.
I know that. It's pretty sad, but we'll settle this thing.
Okay.
Get me out of this booby trap.
Right. It's a booby trap.
It is. I know because I've been here and talked to the people that are here. But they do need help, the people that are here.
Sure.
Yeah, and their families come and visit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, let's see, there's a lawyer that wants to represent you. Marilyn? Yeah, well, Elinor,
Yeah.
I'm just so happy to see that they haven't destroyed your mind at all.
Of course not. I'm still here.
Still ticking.
Still
You're
taking.
damn right.
Right.
And I'll get out of this damn place eventually.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand how they could get by with it. But see, they're making money. That's the reason.
Right.
I pay here over $6,000 a month just to stay in this place.
Mm-hmm.
Over $6,000. Can you imagine that? $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year,
$7,200 a month. $7,200 a month.
No. She said
7,200.
6,000.
It's actually
That's-
$7,200.
Oh my God, that's worse than I thought.
Yeah, but yeah, 72,000 a year. Or 6,000 would be 72,000 a year.
Right.
Okay, so she's got her math down.
Well, of course I'm not
Okay.
stupid. Of course.
Yeah, this is wonderful. This is a wonderful experience. Just to see
It's
you.
good. It's good to hear you
Now you
laugh.
still need to take care of that was that melatonin on your nose, that skin cancer. Remember, right here. Have they taken?
Nobody's done anything to me.
Yeah, because I told who in there to see. I emailed him about this.
And nothing's been done.
No.
They never even mentioned it.
Not going to.
Oh,
I'm just reminding you because you were concerned about it.
well, of course.
Yeah.
I have to say young,
Yeah.
or otherwise you'll get a younger one.
Oh,
Yeah,
we don't want
exactly.
that.
We don't want that.
Oh, I don't want that. It would be great with you, but I don't want it. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
boy.
We still
Yeah.
have good times.
Oh yeah.
That's important.
Now
All right, what?
maybe we could go to maybe our next meeting. I have to schedule a meeting with Mr. Phipps. You have
Yes,
to make
Scott, yeah.
Scott Phipps.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll let us meet at the Nation's Burger. Remember, I was telling you about
Yeah,
Nation's Burger.
of course.
He
Yeah.
went for the first time.
They're delicious, aren't they?
I've never been to Nations.
You have?
Okay, so what day and time do you want to meet with me again?
At your convenience.
Okay, so if it's tomorrow or the day after, it's fine with you.
Whatever. I'm
Okay.
here forever,
I would say
so far.
between Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock, because that's when you do the bus tours, right? When do you do your bus tours?
10 o'clock, Wednesdays and Saturdays.
So avoid those, because
Yeah.
that's an activity for her already.
Yeah, because I enjoy getting out to look at the world outside.
Oh, okay.
So don't make it on Wednesday or Saturday. Okay, he understood, okay.
Right.
So basically avoid Wednesday and Saturday morning.
Okay, I'll avoid those days.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
yeah.
So let's get that clear. You don't want him anymore, as you said, as your conservator.
No, absolutely not.
And what's the reason why again?
He doesn't cooperate, and I don't get, he doesn't listen to me.
Sure.
I should have something to say about things.
You would
And
hope.
he did not get me a dentist, and that did it
Did
right
he tell
there.
you before or after the ranch was sold?
He told me after the ranch was sold, and that just, I lived off of the income of those ranches. I lived that. I didn't want to sell them. We've had them in the family for over 100 years. They're, all right. He didn't tell me until after he sold it, and
Right.
that made me sick. I'm still sick over it.
Yeah, see.
So I don't want him as a conservator.
Okay, because what they're saying is, I manipulated you into getting married. I manipulated
That's
you.
ridiculous. I chased
into-
you. But don't you tell me that. Don't you dare
I won't-
repeat that.
I won't repeat it.
The details are not important.
And so, and they said I manipulated you to get you to will me all the money.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, because,
you have your own mind. You do what you want to do. Isn't that true, or is that not?
well, didn't I get you? That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's damn good.
Put on her shoes and talk.
Oh yeah, she did. Now,
What?
my house had 42 steps going straight up. I live next door to her, right? Tell her what happened. Tell Lee what happened. Tell Lee what happened. We talked about it in court. How you knocked on my door, came up all the stairs.
Of course.
And what was I wearing when you?
Pajamas. You had to go back and put street clothes on.
What color were the pajamas? You said they were.
Let me think. Were they yellow?
Were they red?
Were they red? They were red, of
Oh
course.
my God.
Yes,
Red
red silks.
pajamas. I never got over that. Yeah.
And
And
then,
we laughed about it. Yeah.
then she said she wanted to follow me back into the bedroom. Right then.
Of course I did. But I didn't tell you that.
No, I know. And that's a secret. And the word is mum. You didn't say
Yeah,
it.
mom is the word.
Mom is the word.
Everybody hears it.
My lips are
That's all right.
sealed.
Of course. We got married, didn't we?
What the hell?
And we were going to live happily ever after.
Until Scott Jordan came along.
until he popped up. Oh my God.
Like a
And
bad
Molly.
penny.
Like Molly. Remember Molly? How did she treated you? How did Molly treat you in the bank?
Pardon?
Did Molly bully you around? Molly, remember she took you to Bank of America and your other bank?
Oh yeah.
And she took you to that lawyer to get an annulment?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Right.
And you're being bullied when you're old and they're trying to manipulate you. But who are you going to tell? I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
Who you gonna tell?
Yeah, who are you going to tell? Because nobody listens to you. They just figure you've lost your mind because he says that you're inept.
Senile,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Now, is it okay with you to be recorded? You told me earlier it was okay to be recorded and I didn't have it on. I want you to know, and do you know, do I have your okay to record our conversation today?
Yes, it's a good idea to record our conversation. Absolutely, yes. The answer is yes.
This is what you want to
This
happen.
is what I want. Yes, of course.
I think I got a lot of good.
You know,
There's a couple more.
isn't it funny how life sometimes doesn't turn out the way you planned?
Yeah, yeah, right. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You never-
I remember you told me
Yeah.
that you thought you were living in America. You thought this was America. Now, what did you tell about the Gestapo? You told me something about the Gestapo.
It is. They're like the Gestapo. It's true. Living here is like the Gestapo. See, I know about the Gestapo because I'm World War II vintage. And and so I know all about the Gestapo.
Right. Didn't you tell me you were stationed in Germany too? You
No,
were
no,
working-
travel. We
oh, we
traveled.
traveled to
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've
You weren't
been-
stationed there.
No.
Oh, I see.
All right. but we traveled in Europe, and so we landed, and when we went over the pole, we flew and traveled in Germany and all over Europe.
Cool.
Yeah, it was very interesting, but I like America the best.
Well, my wife is French, and she had never planned to come to the United States, but her first husband, I guess he lost his job in Venezuela and brought everybody to Houston, Texas. Who would ever want to live in Houston, Texas? Yeah, they do.
If you've got oil, yes. If you've got oil wells.
And money.
Oh, you better believe it. And Dallas, Big D, yeah.
So, in a few minutes, I have to go.
Right, me
Yeah,
too.
because-
I've only
yeah.
got 3 minutes. We're gonna walk out.
I have to go visit my wife. I go
That'll
to see
be
my
nice.
wife.
Yeah, it'll be
Every
wonderful to
Wednesday,
see her.
I spend a few hours
Of
with her.
course.
Of course, again, a lot of times she's just complaining, usually in French, but
That's
poor
all right.
thing, you know, it's like...
Yeah, of course you understand.
I do totally.
Yeah.
Right? So in other words, a part of her mind is
Yeah.
still working,
Of
doesn't really want to be there, like,
Yeah,
totally
on like
with it.
gangbusters.
Got it.
You have no idea.
So you wanna leave here with me, you said?
You better
If
believe
she
it.
could.
Oh, I'll go with you.
Well, I asked your conservatory.
Boy, he'd have a fit.
Let him have
He'd
one.
call the police. He already has. He's called the police. What else is he going to do? Call a marshal or something, or FBI agent? Who knows? I think he needs help.
Maybe he should be in here instead
I
of you.
think he should be in here. You better believe it. And leave him and lock him in here. Don't ever let him out.
Not even on bus tours.
No busters. Just lock him in his room and feed him there, and that's it. See how he likes it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm glad to
Elinor.
have met
A
you.
real pleasure.
Yeah, and I know you're going to be happy to see your wife. That's
Of
wonderful.
course. Yeah, we hang out for a little
Yeah.
while, and I take her out. We go. She's starting to lose the ability to walk, so we go out in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So
go
she
around.
can exercise maybe and help,
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's all like it does. You know,
Yeah.
that's something you've probably seen. There's no
here.
cure for that.
No, here, you should see the people that are here.
Yes.
Yeah, they can't, they have to be here. Their families put them here because they could not take care of
No,
them.
they've got to be too tough.
Yeah, they just can't. So it's better if
It's
you're that
sad.
way. But I'm not that way.
No, never mind. You're
Yeah, I
ready
cook,
to
I do
rock and
everything.
roll.
Right, yeah, that's the word.
Okay, well,
Let me read
Okay,
your
you
rights
guys.
again. I'm gonna read these out loud. Okay, Lee, I will be talking to you soon.
yeah, we'll talk.
And tell your wife we said hello.
I will. I will.
Okay, and I'm glad to have met you.
Thank you, Elinor. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Richard?
Nice to meet you.
Linda?
Thank you for
Richard?
coming.
My pleasure. Believe me. Yep, I'm on my way to Napa.
Okay.
That's right.
And the weather's nice.
Yeah,
too.
you know his wife's in a facility.
Yeah, have a nice trip.
Yeah, she's
now.
got Alzheimer's, but he goes and
Go see
sees her. Yeah.
see your wife.
He was nice enough to come and spend time with me.
Why not, huh?
Yeah.
I call him Uncle Lee
And
now.
I'm
I've already
glad you
adopted
came.
him as my uncle.
I'm glad I came.
And Lee, I'm glad you came with Ken.
Thank you, Elinor.
Yeah. And
Thank
you
you.
tell your wife we said hello.
I will.
Okay.
It might just go in one ear and out the other,
That's all
but
right.
who cares?
Who cares?
But at least it goes in. It'll go in the ear, and that's the main thing. Whether it comes out or
My mom
not.
had Alzheimer's. So I know. You make them happy at the moment.
Yeah.
It's all about the moment. Oh, they need to sign out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read these rights to you. Lee.
Okay.
Okay.
Number one.
I am. I'm reading her copy. It says you have a right to be represented by a lawyer.
Yeah.
You have a right to ask the judge to replace the conservator.
Yes, and I do want to replace him.
Okay. You have a right to ask the judge to end the conservatorship.
Yes, definitely, because I'm not, I have to have a doctor examine me. I'm not, what they say, it isn't true.
Right. About dementia and all
Yeah,
that
I
stuff.
don't have dementia, no. Okay,
You have the right to make or change his or her will.
good, okay, that's good.
So,
We get together, we'll take care of
so
that.
you still want me to?
Yeah, definitely, you are, you're gonna be it. Yeah, of course.
So
You would be my husband, you'd inherit everything when I die, definitely. Bank accounts, jewelry, the whole thing,
okay. What about? Okay.
property, the whole thing,
Okay.
because that's the right way.
11:25.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
I'll leave
so,
right now.
all right, drive careful,
Yeah.
because Boyd, I need you.
Now,
All right.
she would like to see me again. And so, do I make the appointment?
Send me an email.
I'll send you an email? Okay. Because she'd like to go. Do you think it's possible we can meet at her favorite hamburger place?
Not leaving the facility.
Oh, okay, so it'll be right here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Okay,
So I'll send you an email.
yeah,
And,
that's good, okay. Oh, it's so nice to see you.
well, he's the boss, so he gets to call the shots.
That's not government run.
And so long, and take care of yourself. I don't worry about you. You were supposed to take care of me, and it's wonderful. I thought we acted real good.
Have you told him how happy you were with me?
Yeah, of course. And I am happy with him.
The judge appointed this
I
person.
wouldn't have married him if I didn't
Department that
love
they
him.
have the best interest in mind.
And we get along better than any man I've ever been around. So it works, even though he's younger.
Okay, I'm out. I was just packing up.
All right.
Okay. And I want to thank you. That's so kind. No, thank you for your part.
And you can kiss me on
It's
the
2 away.
cheek. You can kiss me on the cheek.
Okay.
Two. All right. Thank you. Now I'm happy now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Very much so.
Sign in on this.
Tell Mr. Gibbs if you'd like me to visit.
Yes. Tell Mr. Phipps wherever he is.
He's hiding in the corner over there.
Oh,
So speak up to him so you
yeah.
can.
Mr. Phipps, I want her to come visit me also.
Oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
1127.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I will get his email address and I will email him and let him know when I can come visit you.
Yeah. All
Okay?
right. Yes.
All right.
And not on Wednesdays or Saturdays.
Gotcha.
Because of the bus.
Those are bus ride days and I do not want the airfare and
It's now 11:28.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Like I said again, thank you very much.